Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again, and I'm here in this very solemn, empty football stadium for a very solemn video because this is my final review, and you can consider it my 1-year review of the iPhone XS Max. Now this phone has been obviously behind the scenes on Frankie Tech for the entire time. It's been my go-to mobile shooter for the channel, and it's been really responsible for a lot of the great quality videos that I've made. Now this phone, I got it last September, and if you remember at that time, the phone arrived when I was on a trip to Boston. I was so psyched to get it. I have been using Apple products for a long time. I love both iOS and Android, and for you guys who don't know, obviously I also use an Apple Watch, but I also use a Mi Band 4. I love using both ecosystems, and you know, this iPhone really represented the pinnacle of that ecosystem. I did review the iPhone XR when it came out, and in the end, between the XR and the XS Max, I decided to keep this phone for the year. How has it been after 1 year? It's aged really well. Obviously, it's been in cases this whole time, and so that's not that much of an issue. I did drop it once though. I'll try to see if I can get it focused there. Can I focus? Let's see. Okay, using a new camera here, which I'll reveal in the end what camera it is. There's a little scuff I got on this phone, and that might drop the price of the resale price a little bit. But from design, display, performance with that A12 Fusion chip, this phone just really was a great experience to use. And I think the major con on this phone was the price. At over 10,000 Hong Kong dollars. I mean, this phone is in the almost $1,500 US price range. It is insane. I mean, this phone is clearly like a luxury item, and it is something that I decided to keep. But given the price that I had paid for it, I feel I have gotten my money's worth. I've used this extensively in different trips all around the world. It's filmed so many things. It's been kind of responsible for the workflow to be able to airdrop directly to my MacBook, and then to be able to just edit kind of on the go. I've even used a LumaFusion on this phone. You can see right there, LumaFusion, and I've been able to do a lot of editing on the go on this iPhone XS Max. So it's been a great phone, but the major cons I think really are the price, and I also think now looking at, and you see it there, the bezels around this device, they are now not that small. In fact, a year ago they looked okay, but I would say now they definitely seem to, this phone looks a bit more aged, and with that big notch at the top. Now there's Face ID though, which I think is one of the unsung features of iOS, including FaceTime, you know, AirDrop. There's so many great features on iOS that just don't get enough credit. And from you guys on the Android side, just know there's a lot of stuff that you can like on both sides. You can like that type of, you know, AirDrop feature. You can like FaceTime, iMessage. There's a lot of great stuff that iOS has, but what they don't have, I think, is value. This phone didn't really represent a great value. I kept it because I wanted to have that second shooter there. And now that there's going to be a new iPhone 11 coming out, the reason why, let me explain, I'm selling this right now, is the timing is right. I do this every year. A couple weeks before the release of the next iPhone, I sell my old iPhone. And in the case of this iPhone XS Max, the price is right to get rid of this phone right now so that I'm ready for the next iPhone release. The price of iPhones, they really are dependent on the events. And so once the event comes out and the new phones are announced, the price of the previous generation drops drastically. So, you know, that's just something to keep in mind there. And that is why I'm getting rid of this device right now. But I'd say 1 year review of the iPhone XS Max. It was a great phone. I think it was one of the best iPhones I've ever used, but I don't think it was my favorite iPhone I've ever used. I still kind of have to give that, and I wasn't doing the channel at the time, but when I got that iPhone X for the first time last year, that was a game-changing product. And even though it was a smaller display, I really loved that phone, and I eventually sold that phone as well to make time and make room for this XS Max. I'll definitely be sticking with the larger screen size in the next generation, but we don't know. We'll see if the iPhone 11 or the 11R comes out in those different colors. I love green. It's my favorite color, and if there is a green iPhone, I may end up actually going with the lower model in green for the first time ever. I'll just go with the model that I think makes sense for me. But that's it for this video, guys. And to the iPhone, it's time to go right off into the sunset. Thanks again for all of your, all of your great videography here on the channel. And so this is the question you may be wondering now. If this mobile shooter of Frankie Tech is making its bye-bye, well, then what is the phone that is filming this video? Well, you may have guessed it. It is none other than the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. And in the meantime, while I kind of, wait and see what comes out in Apple land, this Note 10 Plus is going to be my go-to phone and go-to mobile shooter on the channel. So stay tuned for more great content on it. And I can see it has AF unlocked now. Now it should be better with focus. There you go. It's doing a lot better now. I don't know why the AF lock was on. But that is it for this video. And the iPhone XS Max is out. But Galaxy Note 10 Plus, you are in. And so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. If you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for future updates. I've backed up this phone. I'm ready to go sell it off. The price is right. So thank you, iPhone XS Max, and we'll see you around. And this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one. It's pretty good quality video. Gosh. Better than I expected.